This is the Audit and Compliance Committee meeting, and we will be called to order pursuant to the Illinois Open Meetings Act. Meetings held remotely will require roll call votes for all action items. And meetings of the CCH board and its committees will be held remotely until otherwise noted due to the determination that a public health emergency exists. And so let's have a roll call vote. Will the secretary please call the roll? We don't have a
Director
vote, just calling the roll.
Oh. Director Deere is absent. Director Guggenheim is absent. Director Ryder?
Here.
Serving as substitute member, Director Curry?
Present.
Thank you.
And
and Chair Ketting.
Present.
You have a
So
quorum.
the meeting's called to order. The next meeting of the Audit and Compliance Committee will be on Friday, July 22nd. We usually have them quarterly. This is a little sooner because so much of this meeting is taken up with the audit, which will be the bulk of the meeting. But do we have any public testimony?
We did not receive any.
Okay. And then we will move right to the report from the Chief Corporate Compliance and Privacy Officer, Nicole Almiro, and she will review the metrics. And just to say that no action is needed on this. This is for informational purposes. Okay, Nicole, take it away.
Thank you. Good morning. Nicole Almiro, Chief Compliance and Privacy Officer at CCH. For our agenda today, we will share highlights of the first and second quarter of fiscal year 2022, which is December 1st, 2021 through May 31st, 2022. Brief reminder, the term contacts means each interaction by a member of the compliance team through our hotline, which is both telephone and electronic, a direct call, an email, a visit to our office, learning about something that requires additional research, etc. We then divide the category contacts into categories, and we'll do this for both the system compliance program and county care. And for county care, we'll share recoveries, which we report on the following state fiscal year. Next slide, please, Debbie. Okay, these are metrics for the system compliance program for the first 6 months of county fiscal year 2022. The matrix on the right compares the current activity to last fiscal year. And percentage-wise, the categories similarly align, except for an uptick in contracts, given that compliance is reviewing contracts prior to execution, including research contracts, which is also the cause for the uptick in the research bucket. Next slide, please. Okay, county care. I'll call your attention to the fraud, waste, and abuse category, 49%. As referenced in the footnote, the fraud, waste, and abuse activity is directly attributed to the notifications by or requests for information from the Department of Healthcare and Family Services Office of the Inspector General. These notifications, known as provider alerts, are not only directed to county care, but to all managed care organizations, and to notify each managed care organization of provider disenrollment, termination, payment suspension, and also reinstatement. Next slide, please. Okay, last we'll look at recoveries, this time looking at 9 months as we follow the state fiscal year, which is July 2021 through March 2022. In total, we've recovered $3.6 million in retrospective recoveries, a significant increase from state fiscal year 2021, where we collected only $1.7 million due to the recruitment pause imposed by the state last year due to the public health emergency. Resources have been added to assist with the backlog due to the pause, and we are seeing the results of that now with the Q3 collected overpayments of $3 million. And then on the right, the proactive preventative loss side, we captured approximately $2 million proactively, meaning corrected errors before the funds went out the door. And that's it. I'm happy to answer any questions. There are any? Hearing none, thank you. Chair Ketting, you're muted.
Muted. Sorry about that. Good to see things are moving along, and it's good to get those recoveries again. So then we do have an action item today. We do have to approve the minutes from the last meeting. They've already been reviewed at the board, but if there are any questions, comments, clarifications, or we need to make amendments, now would be the time to do that. If not, I'll accept the motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Okay, Bob moved and Bob seconded. Debbie, you can sort that out. So we will need a roll call vote for that.
I think we've now
Roll call
both moved and both seconded. This is going to be a controversial vote, by the way.
Yeah, no kidding. This clerk will call the roll, please.
Roll call vote on the motion to accept the minutes. Aye or nay, Director Curry?
Aye.
Director Deere is absent. Director Guggenheim is absent. Director Ryder?
Give me 1 second, Debbie. I'm still thinking. Aye.
And Chair Ketting?
Aye.
You have 3 yeas and 2 absent.
Okay, we need to go into a closed meeting now to discuss the audit. As you know, closed meeting items can address discussion of personnel matters and discussion of report relating to the audit of 2021 financial statements and required communication with the external auditors. We'll need a motion to go into closed meeting pursuant to the following exceptions in the Illinois Open Meetings Act, 5 ILC 8122 C1 and 20. And we need a roll call vote for going into closed session. So would the secretary please call the roll?
I move that we go into closed session.
Yeah.
I second.
Roll call on the motion. Aye or nay, Director Curry?
Aye.
Director Deere is absent. Director Guggenheim is absent. Director Ryder?
Aye.
And Chair Ketting?
Aye.
That's
Okay,
3 yeas and 2 absent.
And so the motion in a squeaker passes. Okay, so we need to disconnect from this meeting and go to the closed meeting, and we will see you there in a moment.